don't know what time it is if we're being really honest with each other. All I know is that I was supposed to wake up at 6 and I flopped. I usually get out the bed at 9 on my lazy days where I don't have classes. I got up at 7 something, maybe 7:15. I'm proud, even though I didn't wake up at my initial alarm. I really struggle with having no type of self-discipline or urgency when it comes to waking up and getting up at certain times, which might be my downfall, but we shall see. So I'm just doing my skincare. Today I have a pretty packed day full of work stuff, and I find it very convenient that my teacher canceled class today to give us more times to work on our projects that she just gave us. But I finished mine early yesterday so I could have the full day. So I have like homework and stuff to do that's due tomorrow, but I have time to do it tonight after my other stuff that I had planned for a while. I decided a couple days ago, I was on my spam account. Y'all remember my Living with Leah series and how I was just gonna do vlogs where I stay home for majority of the day. I decided to put a little twist on the series after the first episode. Living with Leah is now just going to be about my work life, whether that be internships, social media, content creation, this, that, and the third. So this is the second episode. So I mainly do work at home. I'm still probably gonna be at home for most of these vlogs unless I have just like errands to run during that day, which in this case I do. Yeah, so Living with Leah is all about work. Y'all can see what it's like to be in college as a content creator, and as well as my internship life, which I'm gonna be starting this summer, and I already kind of started this spring. In the summer it's gonna be a full-time 40-hour a week paid internship, so that should be fun to observe. And then I just decided for like my solo vlogs, it's just gonna be living alone vlogs, living alone diaries, whatever you want to call it. Excuse my laundry in the back. Because I'm doing laundry in the back, I'm just gonna go ahead and eat, and then we're gonna talk after the fact because it's kind of loud. I'm pretty sure you can hear it. We have eggs, half of an English muffin because I ate one already. My iced coffee, I topped it off with whipped cream today. I should have put the whipped cream in first and then the straw, but I didn't really think I was gonna do that today, but I did. I just finished getting ready, getting breakfast, getting my day set up so I can have a really productive day. And I'm looking at my to-do list now, and I have a lot of stuff that I actually have to like record over with like my mic. One of those things is my interview with YouTube that I did. I talked about it like in my most recent week of my life. We did an interview, but it was outside during rush hour. We were trying to get a studio, but things just didn't work out. So the audio is pretty bad, so I have to re-record over my voice and line it up as best as I can. I'm not editing it, but I'm gonna try to type out what I said and then talk in the flow of that, just so I can line up and really just give them the best audio, like re-recording that I can. And I also plan to record a podcast, maybe plan another one today as well. Talking takes a lot out of me, hence the reason I don't really talk anymore in my videos. We're gonna start with the interview first because I told them I would have it by the end of day today, and the sooner I send it over, the better, they said. So we're gonna go ahead, do that. I really wasn't gonna film my podcast today, but I really think I should, even though it's not like completely done, like the outline for it. I think I could still work with it, so I still want to film that. I love podcasts, but they definitely do take a lot more time with filming because I have to sit down and actually do it, so it takes a little bit longer. Considering I don't edit mine for Patreon, it's just like raw hour-long footage. So I'm gonna go ahead and film this on my phone because I still don't know where my mic is. We're gonna bust out this voice memos app and we're gonna record this podcast. Hopefully I can get at least 30 minutes out of it, but we have to see. It's 10:25. even though I slept in an hour than I should have. I think we're doing good on time. Okay, so I just finished filming my podcast and I scheduled it for Patreon, but I kind of moved to the couch because I'm kind of getting sleepy. AKA, it's time for me to get up and move around. I definitely want to do some household chores today. I have to do a bunch of laundry. I also want to clean up my living room. I'm going to start decorating my apartment. Probably in next week's vlog, we have to see how much stuff I actually get for it. I definitely just want to clean up my apartment just in general, so we're going to do that. So I'm going to give myself a little lunch break, probably until about 12. It's 11:16 right now. I want to take Cash on a walk. I want to clean up a little bit, so let's go ahead and do some household stuff. This is productivity, okay? Cleaning up and getting done what I gotta get done, and whatever's on that to-do list is gonna get done. Also, this is totally random, but I started a new playlist on Spotify during the new year and I kind of abandoned it, but I'm basically going through a bunch of artists and every single album that they have out and adding songs that I like from said album to the playlist. So it's like 9 hours long and I'm not even done with half the artists that I was going to do. So if you want to follow me on there or follow my Spotify playlist or just my Spotify in general, playlist is Daily Shit 2.0. My Spotify is just Aliyah Simone. I'm verified, so you should be able to find it. It's always linked down below. So let's get the music going and let's start cleaning. So I definitely went overboard with my lunch break. It's 12:45. Wasn't very cash money or productive of me, but I decided instead of doing more computer work while I'm up, I'm just gonna go ahead and do something that I've been meaning to do, but I've been forgetting about doing, which is talking about my merchandise. So as many of you may or may not know, I have a merchandise line. I last released merch, I think in November. That was my last drop, but I just got with a new vendor. So we've been getting some samples ready for my new line, and I have a few things coming out. These are not the official stuff. These are just samples, and I actually have to put everything on, take pictures of it, send it to my managers, tell them what I think and whatnot. I have like 3 shirts. I had a colorway that I didn't really like at first because I felt like the words blended too much into it. This is the original color shirt and I feel like the color just blends too much because the words are yellow, so I didn't like that color. They sent me 2 more neutral brown colors. And this one in person has like a lot of beige undertones. It's a bit more yellow in person than on camera, because on camera it looks really beige, but it's not. But at least you can see the words a lot better than the other one. And then they sent me a tote bag that I already like checked off on, so I'm just gonna show y'all that because it's gonna be out and it's probably one of my favorite things I've ever put out, for real. I have this tote bag with the same design, and this tote bag I for sure love. I love the sample. I love the quality. It's definitely one of my go-to totes. I used this in a week in my life and somebody noticed and was like, new merch, ... And I was like, eye emoji. But I don't know when this is coming out, but this is definitely coming. And it's gonna be a summer essential because I love a good tote for the beach, everything like that. So I'm gonna take some pictures in these shirts. I also have one more piece that I feel like I already have some tweaking to do, just because y'all will see like the sample beforehand. But I'm gonna go ahead and put on these shirts, take some pictures, send it to my manager, and I will get back to you. Now it's time for the other shirt. Let me go get. Before we do the third shirt, I just want to show you what I really like about these merch designs. So y'all know I have a bee tattoo. I wanted bee themed stuff as well as roses and hearts because that's kind of my thing, self-love club. I have a rose tattoo behind my ear. I have a bee tattoo here. And then my heart tattoo is right here on my arm. And I mean a realistic heart, not like a type heart, you know? So on the merch, I actually got them to trace the outline of my tattoo and they put it on the shirt. So here's what it looks like on the shirt. Isn't that so cool how they did that? Oh my God, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna show you guys the heart one though. I really wanted stuff like based off my tattoos because I feel like all my merch up until this point, you couldn't tell that it was mine because I feel like I didn't have something too personal on it, but everybody could wear it. But now if you watch me, like 9 times out of 10, you know I have these tattoos on me and it's still stuff that I feel like everybody can wear. I love the way this shirt fits. Here's my heart tattoo, and on top of it, it says self-love. But I feel like with this, there's nothing else on the shirt. This is the entire shirt. So maybe we could put something like on the opposite sleeve or something. Probably something on the back will make me feel a lot better just because it's so plain. I don't know. I'm gonna send it to my manager. That's what I really needed to do today. That was something I definitely forgot to do the past couple of days, but y'all just saw kind of how my merch process goes. I've been going back and forth on designs for like months now. Like I knew my designs, but actually like picking out how things sit, colorways and whatnot. But I definitely feel like once we nail this self-love shirt, I feel like that's gonna be my favorite piece of my line, and then my taupe for sure. Okay, so I'm about to get back into my like, you just hate to see me happy. I'm actually about to do some more computer work. Aside from merch stuff, I really wanted to plan about 2 weeks of TikTok content, because I mentioned in my most recent week of my life, I'm gonna keep referencing that video, so if you haven't watched it, just go ahead and watch it. But I basically talked about the TikTok algorithm and how it doesn't really like structured stuff. My theory was further proved. I posted one of those like liking my first Instagram post type of thing. It found a certain niche and it got like 300k views. Like I cannot make this shit up. That was something that I just filmed and posted. Within the first hour, I think it only got like 2,000 views, but by the time I woke up this morning, it had over 300,000. Excuse my dryer, but I definitely need to find like a balance between unplanned content slash unorganized content slash content that like I want my brand to be on TikTok, because I feel like TikTok is so like trend heavy. Having a balance between like trendy stuff that can go viral and then content that you actually put out so people can like stick around and like stay with your content throughout. I think I need to find a mix of that. So I'm gonna try to plan about 2 weeks full of TikTok content. I'm gonna try to post 2 to 3 times a day starting next week, just because I feel like I've gotten a lot better with managing filming TikToks and editing them and whatnot. It's about to be 1 o'clock. I feel like I'm doing really good on time, and I just got an email. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I definitely got one. And I actually also need to go to the mail room today because I got some of my stuff for a sponsorship that I have coming up in a couple weeks, so I need to go get that as well. And I also just got a grade on one of my assignments. 100, baby. I got 100 on my assignment.
So when it comes to me filming my TikTok content, I usually try to plan out at least a week in advance. So what I do is I kind of start I put my TikToks in that I know for a fact I want to repeat every week. So like weekly reset, thing that I can pre-film, I go ahead and schedule that in as well, just because I find it the easiest. And then I just find places in the calendar, and I'm trying to find a blend of like spontaneous TikToks and planned ones. So I usually do 2 planned ones, and sometimes I always have the 2 in case one fails, so push comes to shove, I'll have 3. But yeah, that's how I plan my TikToks.
I just finished editing and drafting 2 TikToks, one for today and then one for Monday. I'm probably gonna pre-film some today, or like as much as I can, just because like the sooner I film it, the less I have to do when that date actually comes and I can just post it. So it's about 2:15 right now, and I don't really have any like obligations till about 3 o'clock. So I think I'm gonna take Cashew on his daily walk. He was just taking a nap, so I know he's already tired, but for him to like get his good afternoon nap, I think it's a good time for him to go on his walk. We're gonna take him outside, and yeah, you ready to exercise? As you can tell, he's overwhelmed with joy.
Thank you. You have joined the call, but you are the only one here.
Done now. Route is nothing new, so I think it will be pretty cool. Packaging is so cute. You too, thank you again. Went over some potential sponsors, how much they're gonna pay me. We're gonna try to get it up a little bit because it's based on views, and since my views were on the lower side, it kind of affects how much I get paid with this specific company. Other companies don't care, but this specific one, they were like, nor. I also had an opportunity to work with another like view-based sponsorship, but they were being skimpy. Like my manager was like, yeah, no, they were like not even hitting the minimum, and they weren't even close to that for what they were asking. It just wasn't worth it. I was like, okay. I don't get too many sponsorships, but the people that I work with, big name brands, and I'm so happy. Quality over quantity. I work with Target, American Eagle. I do stuff with YouTube 24/7. Like the list goes on and on and on. And it's always a shout out to my management team. My managers literally ride or die for me, and I appreciate it so much. I love them so much. Love Matter Media. People always ask or like wonder about like managers and stuff in the social media field. Part of me is like, do I want to talk about it or do I just not? I kind of want to do like a really big video where I just answer a lot of questions based on like content creator, influencer type of life and whatnot, but not everybody's is the same, so I'd really only be answering for myself. And the other question I would really get is how much money I make. So I could also talk about taxes. Nobody knows how that shit works. Currently 3:11, and on the phone we were talking about how did that stroke taste? On the phone, we were talking about one of my sponsorships, and I have to go check to see if the item that they sent me is actually delivered in the mailroom. I tried to go when I took Cash Bonus Walk, but Amazon was in there, UPS was in there, the regular USPS was trying to deliver stuff all at once, and I was at like 2. And like, I was not trying to like get to my package concierge login while they have like 5 million and 1 mailboxes open. Like it wasn't happening. Here's the real tea. Why'd I go get my package and it wasn't in like our mailroom? So I was like, okay. Then I read the message a little bit more, which I should have done the first time. It was in the office. I went in the office, at least 50 packages for all the residents. So I'm gonna get mine tomorrow because I'm not dealing with that today. So this is the Thursday before Jack Harlow drops his Glamorous song. What's it called? I don't know what the song is called, but it's the one where it's like GL. It's the one where he sampled Glamorous, and I'm very excited. I don't even listen to Jack Harlow music, but I heard that whole on TikTok. I might have to stream.
Good, how are you?
Oh, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too.
I came to the car wash because I'm trying to get back into the habit of getting my car cleaned every week, especially with the bugs like coming out and being back out. I told this story, but I think I low-key had like the beginning of a spider infestation in my car because I saw like several spiders crawl out on the outside of my car and on my windshield, and then there was like 2 or 3 on the inside of my car, all within like 2 weeks. I haven't seen them since, so I'm not trying to have no spiders, no type of bugs, nothing. And Storm, she deserves better, so we're gonna get back into the habit of doing it every week. And this was like the only errand I had to run out and do today, which is like rare. Car wash checked off, and I got like an upgrade. I think I got auto gloss on my car, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure I did. My car looks phenomenal. I feel good that my car is clean. I don't know why I ever stopped getting my car washed once a week, but I love this feeling. It is currently 5:42 and I am starting to think about dinner. Now I made this chicken and rice last night. It was like creamy lemon chicken. It was really good. All I did was brown some chicken, season some chicken, flour that outside, kind of fry the outside in butter and oil, added some water because I didn't have chicken stock, some heavy whipping cream, some lemon, seasoned that, and then cooked the rest of the chicken in the like mixture. It was really good. I had it over rice, but I didn't like the way my rice came out last night, so I'm gonna remake some and just have some broccoli with that for dinner tonight. But while my broccoli and rice actually cook, I'm thinking about doing my homework that's due tomorrow morning. Link like the Tasty Link recipe where I got it from. It's really good. And I'm mad that I went grocery shopping on Tuesday because I needed chicken stock, but I forgot. But considering I didn't have chicken stock and I didn't use as much water as the recipe called for chicken stock, so instead of like a cup of chicken stock, I used like half a cup of water, and it tasted fine to me, but it's more creamy and thick compared to if I had chicken stock in it, because I've had it before. We're about to stream The Secret Life. I'm about to make my leftovers, do some homework, and then we'll figure out what to do from there.
Watching haters wonder why Gambino got the game. Half-tied, all she wanna do is bang. Got her head done, French braid, now she hates that. You know someone says it, she asking why you say that. And I'm chillin', real nigga feelin', rich kid asshole, take me as a villain. Still spittin' that cash flow, DJ Khaled, I got that house on
This does not look like appealing, but it's so good.
I know 'cause I said so. Deep in that Pepto, I got 5 on it like Menfos. I got more tail than that Petco. You faker than some sweet and low. Yeah, you got some silverware, but really, are you eating? Are you eating?
Food 10 out of 10. We'll be cooking again. Maybe I'll do like another what I eat in a week, except maybe I'll actually cook now that I have the inspiration and motivation to cook. As I was eating, I was kind of thinking about just how like lonely it is to be a content creator slash influencer, because if you think about it, I really haven't had human interaction that was like meaningful all day unless I was talking to my boyfriend, my manager, and if you want to count the auto bell worker. I remember before I got Cashew, I would go like days without saying words like out loud, and like the only words that I catch myself saying sometimes like early in the morning, late at night, are like Cashew commands, like let's go outside, like, let's go on a walk, let's go potty. I forgot how lonely it can get, like living by yourself on top of being a content creator. It's not as lonely because I have Cashew, but like sometimes I get flashbacks when I was living in Greensboro and before I got Cashew, and it was just really like lonely and quiet all the time. But now it's like quiet with a hint of spunk that is Cashew. I love living alone. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but like being in such an already isolating field on top of living alone, you just forget sometimes, you know? I remember I started like YouTube and stuff like in the O2L era, and I was like, oh my god, you can make so many cool friends off here, da da da, and basically made it to network with other creators. But now reaching out to like creators first is like one of my biggest fears for some reason, because the people I did reach out to first so far, I always cared more than they did, and it was never reciprocated, and it always just turned into a disaster. But I really don't reach out to people first anymore. But I've been like stepping out of my box and like reaching out to more TikTok mutuals, because my mutuals are so sweet. If you see me meeting up with creators in the next couple years, 1 or 2 years, just know I've been putting in the work to make this very isolating field a little less isolating. I feel like it's important to have friends inside your work career as well as outside, because the people outside can be a fresh air. So like for example, my college friends are my breath of fresh air when I don't want to deal with social media, and then my mutuals who also do social media are my breath of fresh air from when I don't want to talk about school. And I feel like I've finally learned like the best of both worlds, and I'm just feel a lot better about this.